Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Alpha Central, I'm your host Jack, and today we're taking a look at when being strong and independent goes wrong. But let's jump right in, right after you subscribe, of course.
Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
Okay. Got a flat. What's your knee? How to change a tire 101.
By a woman.
Woo! We don't need no mans.
Eating ice cream gone wrong.
My screws are open.
Stop! I'm going.
How much more does she have? Per hour.
We got this. You don't need a man. You just need insurance.
How to Change a Tire Modern Women's Edition, the guide I'll now be sending to all my enemies.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but you can't find a man because you're too busy acting like one. Put down the hard hat and the sledgehammer. Relax.
She just hit the nail on the head. Too many modern women try to act like men, and then wonder why they're alone.
When washing the trucks goes terribly wrong.
She really said, "I got this," and then lost a fight to literal tap water. Wow. That cement is going everywhere, except where it's supposed to.
Well, now, if that was a demonstration on how not to be classy, I would say they absolutely nailed it. But that's not the best, or I should say, worst part of it. Let's take a look at the most liked comment on that video. That's right, over 27,000 likes where it says, "Stop birthing your oppressors." Now, I've said this before, but I have yet to actually hear from any woman in the Western world, which is obviously where this video was taken, how exactly they are oppressed. And that honestly also says a lot about the women that think that they're giving birth to their oppressors, because they're taking part in raising some of these men, so one should think. So if they think they're oppressed, when are they actually going to take some accountability of how they raise their oppressors? Or is that something that they're not going to want to address because that would mean some personal accountability?
Wait, a baby boy is an oppressor now? Sheesh. Women with this mentality need a hug and therapy, but mostly therapy. Really? She's fighting them like she's afraid of ruining their hair or something.
So apparently, the Swiss women's national football team thought, hey, let's warm up for the Euros by playing a bunch of teenage boys. And not even full-grown ones, under 15, as in some of them probably had algebra homework after the match. Now, to be fair, the Swiss team had 28 players rotating in, but still, this was supposed to be a light prep match. Instead, it turned into Call of Duty, Youth Edition, because these kids ran up the score like they had a glitch. Final score 7-1, and not in favor of the professionals. I don't even think the boys celebrated. They just shrugged, got in their parents' minivans, and went home to play Fortnite. And before anyone gets offended, this isn't about gender. It's just, when one side is doing FIFA skill moves in real life, and the other side looks like they're buffering, yeah, we need to talk about that. And the Swiss team's response? Oh, the result didn't matter. We were just testing our formations. Right.
Called it a light session? Yeah, light for the teenage boys who humble the senior national team. Just embarrassing.
Just demand equal opportunity, but not the same responsibility. Right! Men are literally trash, but women are also equal to men. Yes, exactly! Women are all victims of the patriarchy, so we should give women all the power. I've been saying this! Women are so oppressed. Women are so powerful. Exactly! Is powerful and important. It's casual and women relate to it in the same way that men do. It's so obvious! Feminism is about equality. Except when men actually want equality, right?
At the end of the day, modern feminism is just a collection of double standards pretending to be empowerment.
taught you how to drive?
That might be the fastest I've ever seen karma work. Incredible comedic timing, too. It works.
You at least agree with this. Most men are stronger than most women.
I don't know the statistics. No.
There's not a
life experience.
Holy Search Google for average grip strength of men versus women. 90% of females produced less force than 95% of males.
So 95% of males were stronger than 90% of females.
This is grip strength. This is not fighting strength.
Let's just say you had to choose blind. A super tough, awesome ass-kicking chick who knows ninjutsu, or a UFC fighter dude. Who would you roll for? Who would you hope came out the other end?
She's not gonna.
But if you had to choose one or the other blind, right? You're rolling the dice, so you can only choose one. Do you want a man to come out, or do you want a woman to come out? You don't know what the variables of them are going to be. You only know this one task, which is that they're going to defend your life. Which one would you pick? Which one would you pick?
I just want to let you two gentlemen know I'm witnessing the case against the 19th Amendment play out in front of my eyes right now.
Science doesn't care about your feelings. If men are biologically stronger, then they're biologically stronger. If the goal was to hit everything but the brakes, congratulations ladies, mission accomplished.
You do not need men.
Your sweatshirt, man. Hair dye, a man. 7 layers of makeup, man. The Wolverine nails, man. And side note to any guy watching, a girl that uses Wolverine nails like this is a red flag 100% of the time.
They are an added bonus and fun in our life.
Whose daughter is this? You did not train her.
Ma'am, are you really gonna dunk on men wearing an outfit literally made by them? Unbelievable.
And finally I decided that this was my year. I've never really been afraid to try something out, and once I kind of set my mind to something, I gotta do it, and I gotta do it well.
What do you think? You'll be okay? Oh yeah. Yeah, I think you'll do great at it. Just seem cautious. Yeah. It's great having a new crew here. I mean, these guys all seem to be fitting in really well. If I'm going to get double the gold this year, I need these guys to work out. So far, so good. Leah, stop! Stop! Is Leah okay? Where is she? Is she out of the truck?
Yeah, sure, already out. Yeah. Back here.
It was scary.
You all right?
I stopped in time.
At Duncan Creek, Greenhorn rock truck driver Leah Turnbull has crashed into the 20-foot deep tailings pond.
I'm tired, aren't I? Is it really, really bad, or?
Pretty sure trying something new didn't mean destroying a truck worth $500,000 in under a minute.
Feminization of everything, females taking over universities. That's a very worrisome thing because females on average are less rational thinkers. They are more prone to one of the 5 big psychological traits, which is neuroses. And they have not been the ones who gave us civilization. They were nurturers, that is their comparative advantage, and maybe peacemakers as well, I don't know. And again, I'm speaking of averages here. I'm not speaking of anybody's daughter who is plunging ahead in a stellar engineering career, but on average, there are real differences both psychologically and intellectually, and the modern trend of civilization does seem to be feminizing.
I can just see all the modern feminists attacking this woman for simply speaking some facts.
I list these things off, and I wrote them down to make sure I don't forget it. You don't care about mandatory paternity tests. You don't care about paternity fraud. You don't care about male. You don't care about equalizing hard, laborious jobs outside. You don't want to equalize that. You don't care about what happens to people that are falsely accused, which is almost always exclusively men. You don't actually care about the declining school performance, the rise in ADHD diagnosis, and the psychiatric medication that comes from it. You don't care about the lack of homeless shelters for men. You don't care about the weaponization of the family court, the equal custodial rights, reproductive say for men, reduction in child support and alimony, pathologizing of just men and masculinity in general, negative attitudes towards even men that want a nuclear family. You don't think or care about any of these things. And I'm not even saying it's just the feminists that don't care about it.
Nobody
I'm saying most people who don't do what I do don't care about this society in the quest to be fair to women, to improve their rights, allow the worst representatives to take it to its furthest extreme.
Right.
When we talk so much about misogyny, most women can't tell you what the term is for a strong distaste and hatred for men. What's the term?
Misandry.
Misandry. Being a misandrist. Most men's experiences that we keep labeling as incels, we keep labeling as misogynists. Their experiences in coworker situations, in the schools, dating, on dating apps, is that a lot of women are either misandrous or they're so reductionistic of men that if you don't have the money, you have no say and you need to shut up. And even if you do have the money, it's happy wife, happy life once I'm in your life.
My man spoke nothing but facts, but now watch as all the empowered cry louder than logic. Took her a whole business day to reverse, just to do that. This might be the worst driving attempt I've ever seen.
I thought I could easily knock down this heavyweight.
He actually looked more disturbed by the breeze than her punches.
Marriage is so hard. I mean, it's just hard.
Yeah.
And I think, we fantasize about how easy it is, but until you've been married, you just don't, it's a lot of commitment, a lot of give and take.
Yeah.
And, I like to do more taking sometimes. So I'm happily single. I have my 2 beautiful boys, but I like myself. So many women are obsessed with relationships. I like to date myself.
No, you don't. You are miserable. I mean, you say you like to date yourself, but you are a main cast member on The Housewives of Atlanta where you're chasing men. And I would say marriage is definitely hard when you're dealing with someone as self-obsessed as you. Not to mention your entire marriage was a central storyline on a reality show that's all about fights, shade, and personal branding. And no wonder you don't get why women are obsessed with relationship when your entire career thrives on cycling through men for drama, which is why I think the show is more of a Hose of Atlanta than Housewives, because real housewives are in the kitchen cooking food, not chasing cameras.
Lady was mid-rant about how happy she is by herself, then he interrupted her with a reality check and proved just why she's single.
Men be wondering why we don't want to be bothered with them. I just had to go get my own oil change. I paid my own rent this month.
Congratulations. You're what we call an adult. And guess what? You're supposed to pay your rent every month.
Oh, so now we should be handing out awards when women act like functioning adults? Give me a break. Well, it looks like that ugly dude was absolutely right. If you ever need a justification for the salary gap between men and women's sports, just play this video.
These are some things you need to hear. Number one, a good man would rather marry a grocery store clerk who makes $14 an hour, but is super feminine, wants to serve him, loves to cook, loves to do all the wife qualities, and wants to have a family, rather than a millionaire boss babe who only cares about work and being independent. Number two, if you expect a man to be taller than you and make more money than you, don't get upset when he wants you to be younger than him and have a low body count. Number three, even though the world doesn't praise you as much for it, it is a much bigger accomplishment to find the love of your life young, to have a bunch of kids, to have a happy and healthy home, and to raise a nuclear family than it ever will be to achieve a certain title at work or start a business. Number four, feminism is the complete opposite of empowering. OF, the industry, killing your babies because it's inconvenient, all damage you more than anybody else. It damages women more than anybody else in this society. So how is that empowering to women? And lastly, it's going to be more beneficial for you long term to work on skills like cooking from scratch, baking, reading literature, painting, doing feminine hobbies than it is to go get a degree.
Be feminine, supportive, kind, and men will start lining up. It's really not rocket science. And that right there is exactly why she needs a man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Nope.
Now, why did you just shoot my ceiling? You just shot the ceiling. I did? How? How did that happen? You just shot the ceiling right there. When the gun went boom into the ceiling, that means you shot the ceiling. Look, the gun goes that way. That way. Not this way, not that way, that way. At all times, you understand? Yes, you just shot the ceiling.
Yeesh.
Jeesh, that's not a shooting range anymore, that's a danger zone.
If you're so good, if you're such a good person, you're just so higher-minded than me and everyone else, you have no idea the difference between a man and a woman. Oh my God. It's just, what, I can't even tell. I don't even know the difference. There's really no difference. The man and a woman, we're still the same. Then why do we even have women's sports? Let's just get rid of women's sports. Let's just, let's make it just sports and watch how many of you don't make the team. Well, let's do that. It would be like a month before you're like, we get it. Just give us our leagues back. This is bull. Or maybe to show women the difference between men and women, maybe we should have men's versus women's NFL. That'd be great. Wouldn't that be great? You think there's no difference? Let's have men's versus women's football. And what would it be, like 30 years of men just raising the trophy like we did it again? It was actually kind of easy. Field's just covered in broken bits. He broke my femur. It's almost like we're different physically. Yeah. That's all it is.
They beg to be treated like equals until they're treated like equals, but then it's unfair. Make it make sense.
Eye contact with me, please, like a man.
Wow.
People who
Wait, so you acknowledge that I'm a man? I thought that you're like this trans activist.
I am a man, and you are a man,
Well,
and you'll look me in the eye like a man.
I could see that you're a struggling individual. I do have to ask a question, though. What is a woman?
I did not ask about that. I'm not a woman. I don't care. I wouldn't know. I'm asking you about
I got
trans
it, but
men.
what is a woman?
This is your
Okay,
gotcha point.
better question.
You are
What
moving
is a man?
the flag post.
What is a man?
I already am a man. You sit like a queer.
Do you have a raccoon tail, by the way? Was that what I saw?
Claiming to be a man with that logic, someone put her in therapy, please.
You've got 30 seconds to move this truck before I do. You've got 30 seconds to move this truck before I do. Hey, oh, hey!
You can see the exact moment the feminism leaves her body when she realizes she can't drive the truck. Hate to break it to you, but pillars are there to make sure your house stays intact, and they shouldn't be removed just to make content for TikTok. Yeah, trying to hold up a whole ceiling with your bare hands is definitely a good idea.
The world record for a man is 9 minutes faster than the world record for a woman. You're telling me that in 55 years of women running a marathon, we've caught up within 9 minutes of a man?
People just really say anything on podcasts these days. You realize 9 minutes is like 2 miles? She says 9 minutes like the guy's 50 yards ahead of her. Anyone who's ever run a day in their life knows shaving 30 seconds off of your time is impossible. Regulate podcast equipment 2026. I'm gonna run on it.
He only lapped you by 2 whole miles. No big deal. Lined up like she was about to knock it out, then delivered a solid disappointment.
Fine, you're not deciding. What I'm saying is you have to learn how to communicate, okay? You're just gonna sit there and not say nothing.
I said already.
You have nothing to say now.
Nah, you got it.
Is that all you're gonna say? Oh, you got it. Rest you got it. That's all you want to say just to dismiss me, right? Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Babe, I'm driving. I gotta pay attention to the road. Why you grabbing my face?
You feel like this like means everything? This right here on my finger? You feel like that's all you had to do? Now your job is done?
You know what? I think you woke up on the wrong side of the bed today, so.
How I feel right now, it's like I don't even want this anymore. Like for real, that's really how I'm feeling. Like, okay, that's right. You don't care, right? That's right.
Are you kidding me?
If my partner tossed their ring out the window like that, they'd be getting divorce papers by the end of the week. You guys have made it to the end of the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. And remember, according to YouTube, the best way to help the channel and the algorithm is to watch one of my videos right after this video. So if you like this video, you should watch another one. Till next time.